Good morning and welcome to the Silver Fox Adventurers. I'm Chris, the Silver Fox, and with me is the beautiful one, Theresa. We live in Brisbane, Australia, but we're longing for the day when we can put on our backpacks and head on out and travel the world again. Today we're going to have a bit of a chat to you about who we are and where we're at and what we're doing, and then we're going to head up to Toowoomba and have a bit of a look around there. And we're going to bring you along for that journey. Hope you enjoy it.
Okay, Silver Fox, let's have breakfast and watch our favourite vloggers, Paddy Doyle from Next Level Adventures and Chris Parker from Retired Working for You. Woo! Okay, Chris, can you tell us a little bit about you and where you're from?
All right, so it's a pretty long story, I guess, so I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of it all, but I was born in Germany many years ago, 52 years ago, to British parents, but who were serving overseas in the British Army at the time. Then I was brought up in England, my beautiful family there, in a place called Peldon in Essex, and then at the age of 18 or 19, I decided to come and see the world a wee bit. So hopped on a plane and came to Australia, and a few days later I met my beautiful one here, and since then we now have our life full-time in Australia. So there's a lot more obviously to the whole story than that, but that's me in a nutshell as to who I am and why I'm here. So I'm an English boy who is now an Australian. That's me. All right, so the beautiful one now. What's your story? Where are you from?
Okay, so I will be called the beautiful one, unless I'm not the beautiful one for whatever reason throughout the series. That's a relatively new. It's not that new, but I am the beautiful one, aka Theresa. So a little bit about me. I was born in New Zealand, and at the age of 9, my father came to Australia. We already had relatives living here, so my father came to Australia to get work, and so we followed over in 79, and we've lived in Queensland most of that time. So obviously I went to school here, and when I was 18, after I had finished high school, I left home, and like Chris said, it wasn't that long after I'd left home that we actually met. We've done some extensive travel for the first year together, and then just if we fly through that, we went overseas to the UK, got married over there, and came back, had our children, who then had their children, which makes us grandparents of 7. And here we are today in a new chapter of our lives. We have already started travelling, but this is our next step.
So, can you tell us a little bit about where we are right now?
Yes. Like I said, we live in Queensland, south side of Brisbane, and we have a lovely home that backs onto the Logan River. It's got a beautiful garden. When our children were young, we were on a farm, so obviously it's not farming area around here, but we have enough space to have chickens and cats and a noisy puppy. So it's really beautiful. Is there anything else you can add to that, Chris?
Yeah, it's been a really nice place for us to live, given that it's in the suburbs here, but it's actually, you wouldn't know it was in the suburbs when we're sitting out the back here. We're surrounded by trees, and in the mornings this bird song is just incredible, and it's a very tranquil and peaceful place for us to live. You know, our dream is to be travelling, but while we're not travelling, we feel very comfortable and cozy here in our beautiful surroundings.
Yeah, we do. I love it.
Right. Cool. So why are we doing this video? Why are we sitting here talking to a camera and maybe feeling a bit uncomfortable talking to a camera, but why are we doing that right now?
Well, I guess that the reason that we are here sitting in front of a camera is because we have a dream to travel the world. We started off travelling, like I said, at 18 and 19 when we first met. We had a year together travelling up and down the east coast of Australia, and we've always loved travel. We've been in and out of Asia over the last, for 5 years prior to the pandemic. And so where we want to go now is obviously our dream is to travel full time. So at this stage, obviously borders are closed. So what we want to do from here is to still have adventures. Australia's a beautiful country. So I guess our thoughts are is that we can travel around our beautiful country and take you on the adventures with us.
Absolutely. So I guess, we know where we want to go, what our goal is, what our dreams are, that we desperately would love to be travelling full time and just taking everyone along on that journey with us. So right now, because borders are closed and we're limited to what we can do, we are going to focus on Australia, but we're just going to put the little things in place now to get things moving with the YouTube channel, with just how we present ourselves, with the content that we're creating. We're learning a lot. We're online, following courses. We're following other YouTube travel vloggers who really inspire us a lot, and sort of teaching us through what they're doing in what we can do to make our channel better. And so we're just spending that time now just trying to get things moving. We've got a very strong goal, a 3-month and a 12-month goal at the moment. And that's where we're at right now, and this is where hopefully this channel is going. So not to waffle too long, and over time we'll just add little sort of snippets about us and who we are and how we've sort of got to be at this place. But for now, that's a quick introduction to the Silver Fox Adventurers. Yay!
Good morning. We're off to Toowoomba this morning to have a look at the Botanical Gardens and hopefully some of the street art that's been done by some local artists up there. And then we're off to Kaminya to visit my mum. So we're going to take you along for the adventure.
Come on, mountain goat. A little bit of cross country to get to the little viewpoint you wanted to have a look at. So this is a new road that has been built to come up around Toowoomba bypass. Before there was a very windy, slow road that went up into Toowoomba and then through Toowoomba, and all the trucks that you're seeing here used to go through the city itself, and going up through the range was very, very slow for them, and then all the trucks that went through the city wasn't great. So they built this bypass. It's a pretty impressive road, and definitely cuts a heap of time off for the trucks getting down to Sydney and to Melbourne, out of Brisbane and coming back up again. So yeah, look, we saw this bridge as we were driving up this road, and we thought we'd come and find this little spot, have a look, and yeah, there we go. Lots of trucks, lots of traffic coming up here. Okay, now the mountain goat's got to go back up the hill.
The beautiful one.
The beautiful mountain goat. The next stop on our little journey today, we are at the Queen's Park Botanical Gardens, and the beautiful one did some research on this on the way up.
Just a little. Not very good at containing.
But Toowoomba is known as the city of flowers, I think. So
we do have some beautiful events here. So there's I think they do a flower festival, and then they have so that's annual. Obviously in the spring, this is all covered with flowers, so it's pretty bare at the moment. But the autumn leaves are coming. I want to go and play in them.
Red rose, the English rose.
They seem to be a bit smaller rosebud, but that one's called white spray. Oranges and lemons. Oh my goodness, it's a hybrid tea. So 1992, that one. Oh, they're just divine. So this one is called apricot nectar. Look how beautiful that is. There's the tiny bud, but that one is apricot nectar. Look at that. Cute little bee in there. Japanese oak. I found something. Oh, look. Yeah. It's one of the rocks.
What does it say?
Keep or rehome post-pick Toowoomba rock. Oh, how gorgeous is that? So we can rehome it. Camphor tree.
So this is very peaceful and tranquil. Sit in the park up here in Toowoomba, in the Botanical Gardens. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I think I knocked the camera over. Yeah, so we've come up to Toowoomba.
It was peaceful.
And we're sitting in the park here and just contemplating a little bit about our channel, making some plans and what we can do. So we today's a nice tranquil day, just fairly relaxed, but we've decided today, or maybe I decided, I don't know, that we need to challenge ourselves a bit more physically and fear factor wise as well with some of our vlogs. So normally we'd be on the streets of Thailand or Cambodia or somewhere exotic and exciting and just different, but in Australia it's very familiar to us, so it sort of doesn't feel that same sort of adventure, and so we need to try and find something that will challenge and get the heart racing a wee bit. So I am going to challenge the beautiful one to some things that maybe she's not very comfortable with, and then she will have to try and challenge me to some things that I'm not comfortable with. But I don't know what that is yet. Let's just figure it out and find out. Maybe it'll be food challenges, eating some stuff that we've never eaten before, or maybe it's climbing a rock face. I don't know. That's
something.
Motorised scooters.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's not scary, right? A motorised scooter isn't scary, but I don't know. I'm not. Sometimes I'm not that well coordinated. I can imagine maybe falling off it. I'm pretty close to the ground, so.
But yeah, maybe we'll have to put it out there for some suggestions of what we can do as well. All right, so we're going to
gathering some. We're getting some ideas together to create some content for our channel. So. Funny.
So first time met my lovely mother-in-law. We had just arrived at the train station and we'd called her from a public phone to say to come and pick us up, and she came around and was so excited to see Theresa because it had been a long time since she'd seen her, and as I was putting stuff in the boot, I closed the boot and she drove off. So we've had a lovely relationship ever since. No, we love it. We love each other dearly, but I like to tease her a fair bit. So, but it's all fun. All right, so we're going to head down the mountain to Kaminya, and we'll say hello again there. So we did make it down to Kaminya, but we didn't get any footage while we were down there. The mother-in-law was still out and about on her broomstick. Only joking. We had a lovely cup of tea with her, and then we headed on back home. And really hope everyone has enjoyed this vlog, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. And we're going to leave you now with some of the beautiful sounds of the birds that we recorded while we were in the park. And please, if you could help us out by pushing the subscribe button and liking our videos, that would be very much appreciated.